when we initially heard from Andy Cohen that the season 9 reunion of the Real Housewives of Potomac was going to be one of the best, if not the best, or the second best reunion in Potomac history, I think we were all just a little bit like, sure, Andy. Here you go hyping up a reunion because we know that's his job. You know what I'm saying? Don't you hype up the things that you're a part of? And if you're not, what are you doing then? So I think we all kind of gave it a collective side eye because what are we talking about if Karen isn't there? Karen is much of the season, especially with the verdict coming out, about Karen, being found guilty. And then with the sentencing also coming up soon, it's not a surprise that Karen Huger was not present for the Real Housewives of Potomac season 9 reunion. Totally, I think, expected now that we've had some time to process it. So after Andy has said that, Dr. Wendy Osefo is making the interview rounds. And of course, she spoke on what Andy said about this being the number 1, if not second best reunion to date in the history of Potomac.
It was good.
Was it? Why?
Oh, it was so
Karen
good.
wasn't even there, too.
You know what? She wasn't there, but she was there.
Yeah.
That's some rather high accolades for a reunion that does not feature someone who was at the center of most of the controversy, as well as when you have the season 5 contender and then the season that Nicki Minaj also was a co-host. I don't know. Let's get into what Wendy had to say. So, before we do that, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button. And of course, typically I'm on screen, but I'm on the go. So we've got to make it do what it do. So anyway, let's get into it.
If it's not number 1, it's number 1A. Not even number 2, it's like 1A.
Okay.
Like it's right there. Like
neck
it's,
and neck.
Oh, it's neck and neck.
What was the best one?
I think it will be tied with season 5.
Dr. Wendy says she agrees. She says if this is not the best, it is number 2 or 1B. And of course, she also agrees with Andy that if it isn't the best, then the best would be Wendy's first season, which happened to be season 5. Now, we all know what happened in season 5. That was when Monique came in guns blazing with the binder. Okay, so we all remember how that season played out, all the twists and turns that it took. And then, of course, like I said, we had Nicki Minaj hosting the reunion. So again, without Karen there, Wendy says this. Wendy says that Karen's presence was definitely felt. Now, I want to know what that means. Does that mean that she had some people who were advocating for her heavily? Was Ray there? Was someone else there to speak on her behalf? That would be very, very interesting. I mean, can you imagine Raven showing up to the reunion and giving the girls all the business for her mom? I mean, listen, I could see it because Raven did say on the show that those ladies who were not supporting her mom should be shamed. So, I mean, could it have been Raven, or was it just some of the cast that was truly advocating for her? I could see maybe Kiana. I could see Wendy. I could maybe even see Stacey, depending on where things end up between Karen and Stacey after Stacey reveals to Dr. Wendy that Karen was speaking negatively about her. How does that pan out? I guess we gotta wait. I guess we gotta wait and see. And then, speaking of which, Wendy said it was the season that they all wore yellow. That was the first, the number 1. So I'm wondering to myself, what will the color scheme be? Any guesses? Type them down in the chat and let us know what you think the color scheme will be for the season 9 reunion. I have some theories, but I'm interested in knowing what you think. And what do you think it is that is going to make this reunion so interesting when one of the star players is actually missing in action? I'm really, really curious as to what you guys think. I wanted to hop on here and give you guys a little bit of, the tea that we've gotten from Dr. Wendy. And I want to know what you think is going to play out on the season 9 reunion that is coming up in just a few short weeks. With that being said, make sure you guys keep it locked onto the channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like reality TV related content. And of course, we will keep you up to date on what else is going on. All right. So with that being said, I will catch you in the next video.